Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brain. Thank you for being here. This is Holy City Mystic. Today we are going to be talking about another Yod Apex sign edition. I have an entire playlist that is just talking about the apex through the houses, and then I have another one talking about the different apexes it can have as far as planets or luminaries or whatever. So right now we are going through the signs. If you would like more information about what a Yod is and how it acts in a birth chart, you can follow the link below, and there's a couple videos showing you how to identify it. So today we are going to be talking about Cancer as the apex of the Yod. So if you have something in Cancer as the apex of the Yod, then you would have two bases in Aquarius and in Sagittarius. So first of all, let's just talk about the bases here for a second, get those out of the way. Aquarius is all about thinking outside the box, thinking about things as a part of a whole, taking things in a broader context. So, if you're talking about like a situation, say at school, where somebody is saying something about you that isn't true or something like that, a very Aquarian thing to do is not to stay in that situation. My kid is playing right next to me. Is not to think about things specifically in that situation, but kind of broaden your perspective to include the rest of your life. And so it's like, does this really matter right now? Is this really that big of a deal? So Aquarius is talking about kind of the world at large. Then you have Sagittarius, which is all about truth, adventure. It's ruled by Jupiter, and so it's all about like going the distance, expansion, like all this stuff. So if you have your apex in sweet little Cancer, that is a very soft place to have anything. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. It is your first water sign in the zodiac. So very deeply sensitive, very deeply emotional. And with your apex in Cancer, the way Yods work, the two things holding it back, you have Aquarius, which is the last air sign of the zodiac, and then you have Sagittarius, which is the last fire sign of the zodiac. So those two elements are really concentrated in those two bases, both forming quincunxing aspects to Cancer. So this is a very interesting dynamic here, and what you're going to be experiencing is the two bases having a very definite perspective. One is very fiery, one is very air and intellectual, the fire being the Sagittarius and then the intellectual air being the Aquarius, forming this disagreement with the water sign. Just to break this down for you, it's almost like you need permission to feel. You need permission to be sensitive. And Cancer is a very inspirational sign. Like it's a lot of cardinal energy. Cancer is the sign of the mother, and so yes, it's very deep and nurturing and everything like that, but it's also pretty inspiring. It has goals. It has the idea that like something is right. So whatever you do have at your apex is going to be something that you've always kind of felt out of place with. You've always felt like you are too sensitive, you are too idealistic, something that you really haven't been allowed to feel before. And so, say you have your moon in Cancer at the apex of the Yod, that is going to be something where you have always taken things to heart in a way that was not allowed, not appreciated by the people in your life. And so it's really important to just know that that is something that you have had to deal with for a long time, and you really are going to have to continue to deal with it. Not because it's this curse, but because it is this gift. It is this lesson that you've been given that you need to appreciate about yourself. So it's your job to allow yourself to feel. It's your job to be sensitive. It's your job to let yourself be seen in this very emotional way that has probably not been encouraged in your life, that has probably not been allowed in a lot of scenarios. And so again, this point of mastery, this point of destiny, where you were given these specific gifts and these specific lessons that nobody else around you was given. You were given that in order to bring balance to the world around you, in order to see other people who are struggling with being too sensitive. And again, too sensitive, like nobody is too sensitive. You either feel things hard or you don't. And there is no right way of feeling anything. It's just how we were built. And so just coming into a situation, allowing yourself to not intellectualize everything, not jump to action with everything, but really just feel it. If you guys have an apex in Cancer, please let me know how it's going. I'm very interested to hear all of these things. I do read all of your comments. Thank you so much for all of them. Things get a little crazy sometimes and I can't always reply to them all, but I do really appreciate them. So thank you so much for commenting. And I am so honored to be a part of your lives, a part of your learning, and I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.